I did indeed create and help create my own situation here. I can see how it is so advantageous and so beneficial to me. Things are coming up. I'm being able to see myself in action here in the midst of all of this pain and stuff. It dredges stuff up, and you watch yourself going through that. At least I do. I just kind of I don't run from it anymore. I don't necessarily run towards it uh, uh, anymore, but I just observe. And what I'm observing is that I'm healing, that I still had parts of the victim consciousness, which someone pointed out to me years ago. Just you could have knocked me over with a feather when someone told me they saw that in me, because I'm used to thinking of myself as very strong and determined and independent and capable and all the rest of it. In spite of, it doesn't matter what we think. All of our thoughts are BS. Okay. And life brings us encounters and things. And on a higher level, I believe that we are crafting these things jointly and for ourselves. And so it was time for me to get a good look at the fact that there was still victim consciousness here that wanted to say, oh, poor me, and that shouldn't have been, and all this other BS. The litany. Everyone's got a shadow self. Everyone's got a little me, an ego, or whatever. And so yours might be a different flavor, but I know you get what I'm saying here. And there are other things that I have been shown that, you can't just make yourself, um, you can't just gin up all kinds. Excuse me, I'm just going to put this where it doesn't make noise. You can't just gin up emotion. You can't just all of a sudden decide, okay, I'm going to get rip-roaring angry, or I'm going to get brokenhearted right here, right now. 1, 2, 3, go. I mean, it takes situations to elicit these things. And the other thing, of course, is that with the conscious mind, the beta brainwave state as well, we're working with 5-10% max of not the brain here, but the mind, because we're looking at the subconscious and the unconscious that are the huge bulk of what operates in us and through us. And could I say as us? I don't know. Anyway, that's where this stuff is suppressed and buried. It's hidden and it's not easily accessible. And so when you find things that are putting you into deep emotional states, I'm just going to say there's benefit there. There's blessing, and that's why it's happening. And there's going to be blessing on both sides. This is all so beautifully crafted, but with mind vision, we're not going to see it. We have to, the mind isn't the right tool for this. And Dimitri Halley has that right. He doesn't say it's the heart, but he does say the mind, or the left brain aspect of mind, isn't the right tool for this. It still thinks that you can be objective and all that kind of stuff, and that's just not how reality is crafted. But based on our beliefs, we do structure to a very great extent our own world, our own reality. And I hope this hasn't been too tangled up, but I'm meditating deeply on this observation problem. And so I know that with the videos come the energy of what's underneath, and that many of you can read that. And I encourage you to do that. I'm not inviting invasion into my space, but you're welcome into my heart. We share heart space, okay? When people show up in my space astrally or something like that, my general thing is to invite them to leave. you know, but heart space, that's an entirely different thing. And the who and the what and the reality of all that we are is much more accessed through heart than through anything else. Ah, there, we do have some rainbows. What a good way to close then. Okay, I'll be interested in comments and so on, and I'll be sure to put some good links in the transcript on Scribed over to Dimitri Halley's YouTube site.